Hello, my name is Jacqueline Kelly. Today I will be talking about the limited usefulness of savings accounts for the average personal investor. While there is always an exception to the rule, I'd say for the average American, traditional savings accounts are overrated. People would agree that everyone should have somewhere between 3 to 9 months worth of accessible money for emergencies, life curveballs, or what have you not. And I would tend to agree. I just disagree with where most people are putting that money. According to Bankrate.com, the average savings account is 0.09%. That's not 9% or even 0.9%. 0.09% is putting $1,000 into an account and earning 90 cents at the end of the year. That is all. This is almost highway robbery. Okay, maybe it's not that bad, but you are fighting a losing battle, especially since inflation over the past 12 months has been 1.7%. On top of the extremely low returns, many of these accounts have minimum balances, monthly fees, transaction limits, and among other annoying hidden fees and restrictions that you should not have to pay. There are different ways to have liquid and semi-liquid savings without having a savings account, even for the risk-averse person who finds comfort in having a lot of available cash. I think you will find some of the ideas in this presentation useful. For most people that know me, it comes as a complete shock that I do not have a savings account. I do admit that I'm fairly frugal, and I'm very sensitive to my cash flow. I know where all my cash is going at all times. So where am I putting the savings that I am talking about? I keep most of my liquid savings in a Kasasa checking account. A what? It's a Kasasa checking account. It's a special checking account created by a company called Bankview. This company wanted to financially support the communities they serve and stop megabanks from monopolizing customers. Anyway, back on track. My Kasasa checking account has an annual 2.55% interest rate on my first $15,000. Yes, you heard me right. 2.5% interest on a checking account. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a savings account that offers a 1% return. So what's the catch? With all Kasasa checking accounts are different. My bank requires that I use my debit card 10 times per month. That's it. Other than that, for me there are no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and ATM fees are reimbursed each month. It's not too shabby. So what about the $15,000 max? Well, if I need and want more liquid cash on, I can open a Kasasa Saver account. This account will earn me 1% and then the next $15,000 as long as I met the Kasasa checking requirements. Note that this is still 10 times better than the average savings account. Literally. However, after I hit my $15,000 max on my Kasasa checking account, personally, I'd recommend a different course of action for the less financially conservative folks. And this is the Roth IRA. The Roth IRA allows you to contribute after-tax dollars into an individual retirement account. This money not only grows tax-free, but it is also tax-free when you take it out. You may be asking yourself how this relates to savings accounts, because with savings accounts you can access the money before retirement age. Well, come to find out, you can access some of the money in your IRA tax-free and penalty-free before retirement. You're allowed to take out your contributions anytime you want. However, in order to avoid an early withdrawal penalty, you have to leave your earnings in the account. This is a win-win situation for you. While I won't use this account like a checking account, it is a nice option to have for big emergencies or big purchases, such as buying a house, emergency room bills, or even having sextuplets. Be wary though, once you take this money out, you cannot put this money back into the Roth IRA account. You are limited to putting in only $5,500 per year per person. My personal strategy with regards to emergency savings and immediate liquidity is to max out my Roth IRA first each year and keep a couple of months worth of expenses in my Kasasa checking account. On average, I would say I'd earn about $12 to $15 per month in interest in this checking account, and it isn't even maxed out. I hope that you all have found some value in this presentation. At the very least, I would highly encourage you to look into your local banks to see what they have to offer with the higher interest checking accounts. I do realize that everyone is different, but I don't see how anyone could go wrong with a Kasasa checking account. I know a couple of banks that offer these high interest checking accounts, but I don't want to use my presentation to promote certain specific banks over others. But feel free to send me a message if you would like to know a few specific names. And lastly, I'd like to thank you for your time, and I hope it's inspired you to think about savings differently.